Okay, guys, we are going to do a moonlight reading. I'm not really sure what I'm going to pull, but I do know that the second that I sat down here to start reading this, I had this card come out, and my head started feeling real woozy. Like, I don't know if somebody's drinking a lot, or I'm not a drinker, so because I don't like the feeling. I don't like my head to feel like this. It makes me feel, it's like I can't see right. I'm hearing parlor tricks. Maybe your mind is playing tricks on you, or maybe someone who has got you in a position where you're just really confused. You don't know what's right, what's wrong, whatever. But let's get into this. Okay. Awake. I was loved in my dreams last night. It echoed through me like thunder. I felt it through and through. When I woke up, I couldn't shake the feeling of his arms around me and the sound of his voice, already half forgotten. The loss was indescribable, and I couldn't help that feeling of certainty that I have felt this way before. Somewhere in time, throughout the ages, I was loved. I was loved, and my eyes were wide open. Okay, so maybe this is someone who is having dreams about someone that they've loved in the reality. I mean, and that is going on a lot right now. Let's see here. Full moon. Your hard work is paying off. A time of healing. Communication is key. Your dreams need a practical plan, which says be bold and make the first move. Okay. Let's see here. We're going to go with the Deviant Moon. I really like this deck. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to pull these upright, but the Chariot came in reverse. So in the past, you may have wanted for things to work out, but there was no transformation happening. There was no transformation, maybe like you didn't have the money come in that you were hoping for. You have the Wheel of Fortune with the Lovers in the current. Let's see. Maybe someone in the past wanted to get things right. They wanted to change for this person that they love. And right now, it looks like things didn't pan out the way that they had hoped. And now they're afraid that they're going to lose their person. Maybe you're drinking because of it. I don't... Usually after I start my reading, usually it goes away. But this isn't like... I don't know. Hopefully here in a second it goes away, because This is like a lingering, maybe that's what's going on. Maybe there's a lingering effect of this. Like it's something that you had in the present or in the 3D, a love that you had, and then now all you feel is its side effects in your dreams. It's something that lingered. You didn't get your person. You didn't get the person that you saw as your everything, the healing, everything that you wanted. You wanted to pour everything out into this person because you saw them as pretty much perfection. But it's saying someone wasn't listening. Someone's not listening, so they're not going to get their star. They're not going to achieve it. Now, this is the tarot, and tarot is, it's energies and how they are currently, like the options that you have set before you, the way the energies are currently. Now, there could be a change, but right now, the way that it's setting, if someone doesn't listen, if they're not listening to spirit, if they're not listening to this person who's telling them about this Wheel of Fortune, about this lover, this star isn't going to come to pass. Your advice from spirit is you need to make a practical plan and make the first move. Maybe someone's not listening. Maybe someone didn't want to listen. Maybe someone was in their ego being like, I'm not gonna say something. I'm not gonna do something. I'm not gonna apologize because I don't care what I did. Maybe someone is in their ego thinking that they didn't, maybe. Hold on one second. Give me one more for that. This is still alright. You even have the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups here. Someone wants to come out of the cold. I don't know if this person, I keep feeling like there's a child involved, or there's a possibility of a child. And if it's not a child, it's of an energy that could be growing, whether it's growing in our heads or whether it's growing, actually growing. But you have the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So this Knight is wanting to come in and offer this Queen their cup. They want to come in. They want out of the cold. They want to sneak back in somehow. But someone's watching them. Look at that eyeball right there. You see it? There's an eyeball watching. They can see what's going on. So it's not like, it's like someone's trying to be secret, but they know that they're being watched. What do we got? We got Aquarius. We have Cancer, Virgo, I just went blank. So I'm assuming that's the signs they wanted me to say. Taurus. Someone is exhausted. Maybe someone needs to sleep. All I keep thinking about is this new start that they want to take. Man, this reading is actually making me tired. Maybe someone's tired. Maybe someone's been up drinking all night and they're tired. They feel like, you know, everything is going wrong, and I'll define this a little bit more. Spirit, tell me the story, please. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles again. Someone wants to come out of the cold. Tell me a story, Spirit. Someone wants to come out of the cold. They don't want the petty communication anymore. They want to be able to talk to their person. They want to be able to look them in the eyes. Maybe they want to lay down beside them at nighttime. Just heard that be careful to make sure this person is not coming in for the wrong reason. Make sure this person is not only coming in because they had an ending with someone else. The Nine of Cups. Spirit wants you to remember who you are. Remember your self-love so you don't go back in and start juggling this person, you know. Make sure you have yourself right so you don't allow this person just to come in and juggle you because maybe they have more money than you. Not looking. Someone stopped looking. Someone stopped waiting for their ships to come in altogether because there's the Star in reverse again. Aquarius energy again. Maybe they're... I heard the thunder rolls outside. Now I'm going to have that song stuck in my head. The thunder rolls. Maybe someone cheated. Someone cheated. With someone they thought was stable. But it was all a trick. There was just pointless fights that didn't even need to be had. Maybe they gave up their stability. Maybe they gave up their person because of these pointless fights. Maybe they wouldn't fight. Yeah, the Seven of Swords. And someone just said, you know what? We're having these petty fights. I'm not even gonna deal with this. I'm just gonna take all my shit. Maybe even take all of yours. Maybe take everything that I can gather up and just take my ass off and just leave you there. I'm not gonna fucking listen to you. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. Excuse my language. But that's what I just heard. Someone's like, you know, I'm tired of this little petty fight, so I don't care what you think or what you want. I don't care if this was supposed to be... I mean, we've got 2 stars here in reverse. Aquarius energy is strong, you know? Like, but this is like, I don't care what you want. I'm just gonna... It's not about you. It's about me. I don't care about you. I'm just pulling this strong narcissistic vibe. I don't like it, and my head is spinning now. Like someone is drinking way too much. Someone is drinking way too much. Please, please, please be careful. If you're drinking, do not drink and drive. Someone's screaming in their own head, you know, why did you leave? What did you do this for? What did you do this to this person? Why? And the other person's like, that was my everything. Why did this have to happen this way? This is still coming out in reverse. Someone wants the nightmares to end. Maybe they feel like it's a nightmare to wake up because they remember what it was like, because they had what they had in their dreams. Someone's manipulating the energies, manipulating, controlling, you know, again, with the whole, I don't care what you want, it's my way or it's the highway deal. Maybe this is what someone is remembering in their nightmares, of someone being like, you know, it's my way or the highway. Taurus energy with the... No. Yeah, Taurus energy. Aries. The sun is there. The High Priestess. It was guided to be with this person. You've got Leo energy, Virgo energy. You know, this was their person, but there were secrets. Someone kept a secret. They kept a secret about wanting this victory. Maybe someone wanted this person, and again, they weren't going to go back in because they were going to let their pride and their ego be the death of them, because they're not going to go back and tell this other person, I'm sorry. It's all over not wanting to say, I'm sorry, I was wrong, I made a mistake. I'd rather not even go about into calmer waters. I'm not going to do any of the shit that I need to do, and I don't care if it's my 10 of Pentacles. Maybe they don't realize it's their 10 of Pentacles. It's their wish fulfillment, and they just needed to switch it around. But they didn't want to communicate. They didn't want to do what was right by this person. Why? Why, Spirit? Why? What? Let me try another deck. Why would this person walk away? Be like, this is my way or the highway? They're on their fire energy. Could be a fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Wait. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, yeah. a fire sign. You got a fire sign who is trying to figure out, they're trying to listen from spirit. Is this really love or is this lust? You got this air sign who isn't feeling like they're the air sign is feeling needing to remember their self-worth and fight for it. They need to listen. Both of them need to stop playing games, because the vision of what they want is in reverse. Their oath, the promise that they made to each other, was covered in deceit. So you got one person up here who possibly, one person didn't want to listen, and the other person couldn't figure out if it was even real. They didn't know what was going on. They were in their fire energy, and what they thought was just lust was really love. Or was it? Because they don't know. Maybe they had both. This was their Ten of Pentacles. They tried to listen to Spirit, High Priestess of Spirit. Spirit was trying to tell them, but there were things that they kept hidden. Hidden is the deceit. They were playing games with someone's heart. They lost the vision of the plan that they had for their life. Now they feel incomplete because something ended. And now they feel like they have to be honest with their self. That maybe right now they need to take a step back to heal themselves. Stop being in denial. To see these things that were hidden. And that's how they're going to have the success in it. Have to sometimes take a step back and get your life in order. Have that song, and I'm not even sure how it goes. Is it, I have a drinking problem, or I have a thinking problem? You're always on my mind. Okay, maybe you've got a thinking problem. Maybe someone drinks and they think about their person, and they think about what they've lost and who they lost and how they lost it, and the fact that they didn't put into it. Spirit saying, have faith. Find self-love. Self-love again. One person needs to remember, because your peace is in reverse. Your peace, you don't have any peace because you're not releasing this. Spirits, the card that was just popped out there was protection. Spirit's telling you, you don't have to worry. They're going to protect you. But the reason why you have no peace is because you haven't released this, because you can't release it, because you don't have the faith. To have faith in God, you have to say, here is here is this thing that's broken, God. Please help me. I need you to help me. I need you to help me fix this. And then to give that toy or that thing or that person or that heart over to God, having faith, knowing that God will help that person. He will help heal that person. And when that person is right, if it is in God's plan for them to become right, He will give it back to you. He will give it back to you healed. He will give it back to you the way that it's supposed to be, with self-love installed and the peace turned upright. Because when we are trying to control everything and manipulate the outcomes, all it does is destroy our peace, because that's not our purpose. Our purpose in life is not to force others to be what we want them to be. It's more of, we find peace in our purpose of being who we are and finding out what we are. And other people have to have the free will to do that on their own. And you can't manipulate that. You can't change that. You know, if it's fated, then it's fated. It'll eventually be if it's going to be. I'm so tired now. Maybe someone is just exhausted. Maybe this journey is just exhausting them. Maybe someone's drinking until they fall asleep. Because sometimes reality is a whole lot harder to face than what we want to admit. Yeah. Someone is not closing the door. Not completing this cycle. They're not repairing their body, mind, and spirit. They're not listening to their ancestors. They're not listening to their guides. They're not listening to spirit. They're not listening to anything. I just heard because they're blocked off. They have their heart blocked off. Spirit's going to awaken them again when it's time. Not in our time, not in their time, but when it's time. When it's time for the good of all. You don't want your person before they're healed, because all they will do is hurt you. And if they hurt you in the process, then there's more karmic cycles that have to be gone through. Okay, so the other person here, they've got a stranger coming in. Yeah, look. Luck and right timing is in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune, it's not the right time. You've got someone else coming in. You've got a stranger. Hopefully that's not where the deceit comes in. Someone did not take the steps. They didn't realize what they were being told. They did not prepare for the path ahead. Someone has not listened at all. What have they done, Spirit? Tell me what they have done. trying to take things into their own hand. Right now, they've just been letting things simmer. Like, they're just holding off. They've just been letting it sit there. It's kind of like it's letting it ferment. All right, we're gonna. Yeah, okay, that was confirmation. Let's pull one here. Surrender. I believe that goes right along with have faith. And release. It was right there and I just passed it. If you are irritated by every rub, how will you be polished? Surrender to the ebb and flow of life as you enter a period of potential struggle. Relinquish control to the universe and give in to something bigger than yourself. It may seem that the harder you try to control things in your life, the more out of control they become. It is a time to be patient and surrender your expectation and outcomes. You will want to kick and scream and say it's not fair, and you may just do that. At the end of it all, you will still need to accept what is. Once you let go, it will become much easier to release any limiting belief system, old patterns of behaving, and emotional baggage. Let go and let God means asking the Spirit to take over for a while and allowing you to just be. The moment you relinquish control of your ego to a higher power, the fear of being out of control abates. Your mind is given permission not to have to fix everything and everyone. Consequently, the struggle to maintain control is lessened. Admit that you cannot always control or find a solution to what is going on around you. The illusion of control makes you feel safe and secure, but when something happens that is out of your control, a loss of a job, a serious medical diagnosis, a divorce, a death, suddenly you feel fragile. Embrace the setbacks. Give in to the learning they provide. Have faith that you will come out of this state of fear and confusion and emerge with awareness, filled with grace and compassion. There is a time to be resilient, a time to fight back, and a time to surrender. This is pretty much just repeating over and over and over again. You know, you had this person here, and you wanted so bad to control the way the situation went because you wanted this person, because you had them. But Spirit's saying you have to let go. You know, if it's not time for you to be with this person, I can't send them your way because you're going to hurt them or they're going to hurt you. And it's not the right time, so I need you to trust me. Maybe Spirit's saying, I need you to rest. Give it to me, child, and let go, and I will work on it while you sleep. You know, because God still works miracles while we're sleeping. And a lot of times, some things that God needs to tell us that we don't pay attention to in the 3D, the waking world, He can show us while we're sleeping. He can show us in our dreams, you know, as long as we pay attention to our dreams and what Spirit is sending to us in those dreams. Maybe you guys are going to be asked to listen to your dreams, to interpret your dreams. I know once I had met my twin, my dreams became real. A lot of times my dreams felt more real than real life once I woke up, you know? And sometimes it's hard to want to wake up when you can just go into this sleeping reality where you feel like everything's so real and everything seems more right than it is in the waking life. The Spirit's telling you, sleep to find out what's going on, but I need you during the day to have faith in me. And to have faith in me means you can't sit around and be all sad and gloomy and shut everybody else out and all this stuff, because if you do that, that's not you listening. That's not you having faith in me. If you had faith in God, you wouldn't be sad because you would know He's fixing it for you. The sadness comes when we have fear, when we doubt, when we don't believe we're worthy of something, even though God is telling us, if you ask, then you shall receive. But you have to have faith to be able to receive it. But you can't push it. You can't manipulate it. You can't control it, because that's God's job. You can't say, God, you can't say, I trust you, God, and then literally try to manipulate everything the way that you want it to go, because that's you playing God. That's not you giving and trusting God. That's you the complete opposite. Oh my God. There's like a little bug that was just crawling up the wall, which I was just watching while I was talking, and the little bug just fell off and just fell down and smacked himself. So maybe I don't know why that's relevant. Maybe you feel like you're climbing and you're climbing and you're climbing, and every time you get close to the top, you just fall off, because Spirit's saying it's not time. It's kind of like when they were trying to build the tower, and the tower to get to heaven, and Spirit's like, what are you doing? And he smacked the tower, and the tower fell. Just like in the tarot cards, if you don't listen when things are going to be easy, you're going to have to learn things the hard way. And Spirit's trying to tell you, listen to me, because I don't want this tower to fall for you. But if you keep getting closer, you're going to get burned. Kind of like the story of Icarus, and the wings that were made of wax and string. He got too close to the sun because he was listening to his ego, because he didn't want to listen to what the rules were. He wanted to fly high and soar high, and his wings melted, and he fell down to the into the ocean. And his dad, or God in this story, had to watch his son fall down to his death, and there was nothing that he could do. And when his dad got to the end of the shoreline, he was going to have to live the rest of his life without his son, because the son didn't listen. That's a huge suffering that we put on someone. God doesn't like to see us hurt. He doesn't like to see us cry. That's why He sends us so many things to pay attention to. He's like, listen to me, because I don't want to see my child cry. Spirit's saying, listen, you're not releasing this. You have to release this so I can take it and I can fix it, so that it can come back and it can play this beautiful music for you, and it can be an inspiration, because I'm working with you, not against you. It may feel like everything is happening to you, but everything is happening for you. Spirit's saying, I love you. I don't want to leave you, but I want you to rest. I want you to rest and trust that I am working. I'm working even while you sleep. I need you to find this peace. Because when you find your peace, that's when you're going to find your purpose. You know, Spirit's saying, get some rest. Get some rest. And on that note, I feel like the story that Spirit wanted to say came through. Trust God. As a saying on one of my rings that I wear in some of my readings, be still. Be still. And know that I am God. If you just be still and have your faith, God will show you who He truly is, because He's the one who can see all things in the future. He knows what's best for you when we don't even know for ourselves. Alright, guys. Trust. Trust you can get through anything. Good night and sweet dreams. Bye.
Racing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.